Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I guess that's more of a welcome back to me than it is to any of you guys, but I guess welcome back nonetheless. This is somewhat of an explanation video really as to what's going on, what has been going on, and why I have been away for such a period of time, and that is mostly because, well, for many reasons, but one of them, my computer died on me, which meant that I lost all of my saves. I had to do pretty much a reinstall of everything, and that is why there is no Fallout 3 anymore, because that's all gone. But at the same time, I can't say that I was hugely happy with the direction that that series was going. Yes, it was hard, but that's what I was looking for. However, I wasn't happy with the quality of the stuff that I was putting out. I made the mistake which I guess a lot of people do, and that is I tried to pump out a lot of videos instead of doing good videos. So I was just going for quantity instead of quality, and it ended up being stuff that, to be honest, I didn't even want to watch myself. So why would I expect that anyone else would want to watch it? Really, it came down to that. The crashes were one thing that I could deal with easily enough, but it was just the stuff that I was putting out on my end that didn't really work too well for me. I wasn't happy with it, really. Sort of more of a chore than a hobby, and this is what this is really for me. It was just meant to be a bit of a hobby, just something to fill a bit of the free time that I have or had, and something that was meant to be enjoyable, but it wasn't. It felt like a grind. So I guess in a way the computer crash and pretty much reinstall that happened was, I guess you could say, a blessing in disguise. So with that, Fallout 3 is unfortunately dead and gone, and I don't see it coming back particularly, because I haven't got around to installing all the mods again. I don't know if I ever will, but there we are. So that is Fallout 3 dead and gone. As for, I guess, the only other really running series that I had going at the time was Starship Troopers. Now, of course, as I said, I lost all the saves. I lost all of the Starship Trooper saves as well. The blessing with that is that I have it on disc. I just reinstalled it, and I played up to the position which I was before everything went south on me. Now, what I've realised when I was looking back over my channel was that a couple of the episodes, I think 2 of them, failed to upload around the same time that everything went tits up with my computer. Those 2 also failed to upload, so they'll be going up at the same time as this. But yeah, basically I played through the campaign again, so things will be pretty different in terms of squad makeup and probably sort of weapons upgrades, promotions and armaments that people are or suits even that people are in. So that will be slightly different. I'll touch on that during the first episode back, but just as a heads up, that will be carrying on because I do enjoy the game. It will just be slightly different, but hopefully still carry on being a prominent series on my channel. Project Zomboid, I have plans for Project Zomboid to come back, hopefully. I'm working through some stuff on that at the moment, so I want to take a sort of different approach to it, more of a storytelling approach rather than a let's play. I honestly don't know how it's going to work. That's more of a again, the sort of the hobby side of things coming out. I don't want to just sit down and talk and play. I want to have something that I can run in the background when I'm bored with doing other stuff, and have my skills in terms of editing and well, voiceovers, I guess, be pushed and develop. So yeah, I've got some plans with that. I've got Hydrocraft installed, and I'm looking at a bit of a storytelling series with that. See how it goes, see how it lasts. Yeah, it's just, as I said, something new for me to work on, to try and progress and teach myself new skills, really. The game in the background, I mean, sort of what have I been up to since I put my computer back together, is Insurgency. If you've seen it before, it's a cracking game, actually. It's really good fun. I've been running around that, sort of doing some solo player stuff, sort of dabbling in multiplayer, but this is just me trying to run around and sort out the key bindings and just have a bit of a good time, really. I actually ran this as a bit of a test to see how my computer was going, sort of how the software was running on it again, so DxTory, seeing how that was working even, and then I just sort of kept the footage and thought, well, this would work quite well as a sort of a chat video, letting you guys know where everything is, where I stand, and what's going on in the future. So there might be a bit of Insurgency gameplay, but I doubt it's going to be a series, because one of the main issues that I have with where I live, the setup that I have, is that my internet is, well, it's pants, to be honest. It's really not good. It takes a long time to upload anything for me onto YouTube, so I'm trying to keep my videos shorter than they were. So if I upload something, I'll leave my computer running overnight. I'll wake up and it'll still have another 2 hours to run. So it does take a long time. That obviously impacts online multiplayer games, and I don't have particularly the time to play them, invest in them, and get good. So, you know, no one wants to see someone running around getting shot and dying the whole time. I don't want to see it. I don't really want to be playing it, to be honest. It's frustrating enough for me to play it, let alone anyone to watch it. So multiplayer games, yeah, not really. Online stuff, not really going to be happening. But I am looking at a few other games that I can play that have their own unique challenges. XCOM, the XCOM 2 looks fantastic. I might well get that, because that's just a brutal game, to be honest, and I like brutal games like that, like Project Zomboid. You know, you have a steep learning curve, and it just possesses more of a challenge than just sort of hitting escape, reloading, and going on from there. I had some other plans, unfortunately, with stuff like Total War Warhammer. However, I am running into issues still with my computer in terms of drivers and things like that. It's powerful enough to run these games. There's something happened with my drivers, and I'm working hard to try and figure that out. So newer games like XCOM 2, I guess, like Total War Warhammer, may not be on my channel in the near future, just because of those issues, as I mentioned, that I am running into. So looking ahead, what can you expect, really? Starship Troopers, Terran Ascendancy, as I mentioned before. Some Project Zomboid stuff coming in soon, hopefully. And really, I guess I'm looking at more of a reduced numbers of uploads, maybe one a week, if I'm happy with what I'm putting out. But regular uploads, it's not really going to happen, because I'm going to be focusing more on, as I said before, the quality of what I put up, rather than the quantity, and trying to have, you know, 100 videos on my channel that no one wants to watch, because that is pointless to me, and to you, really, because ultimately you're the ones who will be taking your time out to watch what I've created and put up, and it should be enjoyable, and really something that you would want to see. So that's it, really. That's everything I've got written down that I wanted to talk about. If you've listened this far, then thank you very much, because it has been a bit of a waffle, I guess, but that's the way these sort of things go. So keep your eyes peeled for anything that I am putting up. If you like what you watch, if you like what you see, then please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you really want to, and if you don't like it, then leave a comment, let me know what I can improve on. Don't just sort of hit the thumbs down button and don't say anything, because how am I to get better if I don't know what people want to see? So again, thank you for your time, and I will hopefully see you in future episodes.